The Week on Green 960.
Here again, Sebastian Kunz.
Well, it's a weekend to learn a little bit about San Francisco history. Just about any category of San Francisco history you want is going to be represented this weekend. Kurt Nystrom from sfhistory.org and the San Francisco History Museum Project joins me. Kurt, thanks very much for your time on Green 960. Tell me, how many years have you had this sort of historical San Francisco Expo?
Well, this is the first event in the history.
Wow. At
the Old Mint, which is at 88 Fifth Street, the corner of Mission and Fifth in San Francisco. And in that old Mint building, we're bringing together 25 historical organizations, associations in the city to come together to showcase their contributions to our history and to show how their past has shaped our present and future. We're going to have some exhibits in each of the rooms. Each of the organizations is going to have their own station, if you will, and we're inviting the public to come and to, first of all, to see who these organizations are, understand what they are contributing to the San Francisco history, but also to participate. We've got some wonderful activities that are going to happen in the Mint that I think will be a lot of fun. One, which is very interesting, there's an organization that is creating a history wiki, which is follows the line of the Wikipedia.
Yes.
And it is called Found SF. And that website puts history in perspective, written by the contributors. They're going to bring in a scanner, and they're going to be asking the public to bring in historic photographs that will be scanned and then placed out on the website for people to see. And then also we're going to be creating oral histories. We're going to set up a room with a microphone, and we're going to be capturing oral histories of people that want to, talk about their past, their family's past, going all the way back to the beginning of San Francisco. And those will also be digitized and then put on web streams. So we're going to also have continuously running films, historic films about San Francisco that are going to be running in a special room that we're creating. People have just come down and take a look at that. Historic panel discussions. Representatives from different parts of the city are going to be talking about the contributions. But people are going to be able to walk around and to understand that the history of San Francisco has been maintained by many, many organizations. And each one, some of them are neighborhood organizations, regional-type organizations, and so many of these organizations have very relatively low visibility. They have maybe a small membership, or they certainly represent, a neighborhood in the city. But we wanted to, as sort of the parent organization here, try to bring together these organizations to allow everyone in the city to understand all the different aspects of San Francisco history going way back. And there's a lot of history to be talked about here, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I mean, being a non-native, I sort of, when I first moved here, tried to start learning a little bit about, in my case, Bay Area radio history. There's enormous history just about everywhere you look in any kind of category you want to look at in this area, isn't there?
No question about that. We're very excited. We're trying to get the word out that history is exciting, and there's an awful lot to learn. San Francisco certainly has one of the most dynamic histories of any city in the United States. There's no question about that.
And it's certainly sort of an interesting angle to talk about, bringing in photographs and digitizing people's stories. I mean, there's very much kind of a modern aspect to this kind of historical preservation you guys are doing, which is
right.
admirable.
We really think that storytelling and visual and audio storytelling is really a way that is a wonderful way to educate people about history. It's not just textbooks. It's not just dry conversation, but it's I think looking at living history or history that's being passed down is a wonderful way to hear and understand about the stories that exist here.
And I'm here looking at some of the history which people can see, including the 1929 Mack fire truck that's going to be parked outside.
Oh, yeah, we've got, yes, we even have the fire department History Society is coming, and they're bringing, yes, their fire truck is going to be parked out in front on 5th Street the whole 2 days. So that'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a nice marker to bring people in.
Yeah, kind of the thing to look for, I was going to say.
Right. These are the experts from those particular areas, and trading off around the different regions and the different neighborhoods in the city. The other benefit here, the Mint has not been open very much. It's a wonderful historic building. We're raising money to renovate it and convert it into the Museum of San Francisco. So that project is ongoing as we speak, but it's still in marvelous shape, even though it's a vacant building right now. And using activities like this really bring the building alive. But the public also benefits from being able to come into this 140-year-old building that is one of the very few buildings south of Market that survived the earthquake. And so it's been in existence, standing as it is, since 1870.